Let's check in with Kevin Burkhardt. Kevin?
Guys, I'm joined by Matthew Silverman, who's authored 6 books on the Mets, and the last 2 have come out within the last year. It's Mets by the Numbers, and also, I hope I get this title right, 100 Things Mets fans should know or do before they die. Is that correct?
Yes, along with Meet the Mets magazine and Mets Essential last year.
So you're a Mets guy, is what you're telling me. Mets.
Yes, do encyclopedia, but it's just kind of been all Mets the last year or so, and it's been great.
Well, Mets by the Numbers is interesting. It's a look at the history of the team, but through numbers. So I guess the easy question: what's the most worn number in Mets history? As a base knock here by going to be caught in center field. I spoke prematurely on Genesis Reyes' part. Most used number in the Mets history.
It's 17. It gets a lot of use. As most people associate with Keith Hernandez, as well they should, but it's gotten a lot of use from, although I don't think anyone's wearing it right now, but David Newhan, Kevin Apier, Felix Mian, Choo-Choo Coleman, all kinds of Rapier Mets in their times wearing that number.
You've actually figured out the most productive number in history, haven't you?
Well, it depends. It depends what number you're talking about. I think 20 took over home runs a couple of years back, and Piazza, number 31, has pushed that number up into a lot of other numbers, even though mostly pitchers have worn.
What do you think fans are going to miss the most about Shea?
I think they'll just kind of miss. It's a fun ballpark that people have a lot of memories for, and you know, I was born the year before Shea Stadium. It's the only park I've really known as a home, and I think a lot of other Mets fans feel the same way. And it's just been a lot of fun. You know, this place is great. Shea is great. You kind of know it like the back of your hand over time.
Finally, in your book, The 100 Things Mets Fans Should Know or Do, was there, when you're coming up, lists are not easy to come through. You have to really, I'm sure there was a lot of sorting and figuring out going on. Was there one that you came across, you said, oh, all right, this should definitely be in the list, maybe one that surprised you, one that surprised Met fans?
Well, there was the shoe polish incident. I got that up there pretty high. That's a favorite one. And the Black Cat, also from '69, and '86. The Lenny Dykstra game was one I was at, and still my favorite Mets game I've ever been to, with a dramatic ending. Looking through the stands from the back row in the mezzanine, and looking at Kevin Bass. When he looked down, I looked up, and still gives me tingles even on a hot day.
Matt, thanks. Good luck with the books.
Thanks very much, Kevin.
Fernando Martinez at the plate now, guys. I'd like to know your top one. Matt had 100. Give me one, guys. What do you think, Eric?
The number one thing that a Met fan should know or do?
Yeah.
It's a good question.
You know too much. See, that's your problem.
I'm trying to think what people don't know. I mean, to me, they should know about the miracle. And to me, the greatest miracle in Mets history occurred in 1973 when Dave Augustine hit the ball off the top of the fence in left field, and it somehow came right back into Cleon Jones's hands, and they threw out Richie Zisk at the plate, and that led them to that great 73 run. That was, to me, of all the miracles, that's one that is physically impossible for it to happen. Lifted in the air to right field by Fernando Martinez. Ludwig shading his eyes, and that retires the side. By the way, the fact that nobody has 17 right now, that's great lobbying in our Keith's part. Oh, we love Charlie Samuels. No more Jose